What's up, guys? SwAyves here again, bringing you another ranked gameplay and commentary. This is ranked execution on the map Old Town. I'm using the Hunter Elite with Thunderstorm skins on the Lancer and Masher. I was playing with three friends, Infamous, Please React, and Obby Conceded. Um, when we started this match, which I cut out the very beginning, the selecting the maps and everything like that, mainly just because it took forever. Our fifth person, the random, he quit out, so you know how it does the thing where it takes forever to load up, and then even in the beginning of the match, before it does the little countdown before the actual match starts, it took forever. It was like there was 20 seconds of no numbers, and then it finally popped up that there was 20 seconds until the match started. So I cut all of that out because I figured it would be boring. But these guys we were against were a team of five, or a party of five, or whatever. You know, to be honest, it kind of felt like, our guy left, so we didn't feel like we had much of a chance to win. I'm sure you guys have been in this same situation before. Not very pleasant, but I will be honest, it was a tough match, but it was a lot of fun. I really wish that more people would play this way. Um, because and what I mean by this is I know that I've complained about rifles. A lot of my friends know I complain about rifles, and I'll probably have in a video somewhere or another, but I don't hate rifles. I think they are overpowered in Tier 3. Um, I'm not against using them, though. I just hate when teams, it's like they use the rifle for a crutch. They abuse the system of how Tier 3 was made, and they're just as cheap as they can possibly be. If you don't know what I'm talking about, then just play ranked King of the Hill for a few hours, and I'm sure you'll run into a team or two that will demonstrate exactly what I'm talking about. Um, in this match, it was tough. It wasn't an easy win, but it was a lot of fun. Anyways, we had to use good teamwork. If you watch throughout the match, we are together a lot. We trade some weapons at some points. Just because maybe another player is better with it, or maybe the person who had it didn't really want to take the chance of not using it effectively. I'm not really sure, but we do trade. I believe I get traded the boom shot twice, and not really to much avail in a lot of situations. I tried my best, but just didn't quite land some of the shots I should have. I'm looking forward to Gear's Judgment. This is kind of back on the topic about rifles. Gear's Judgment, from what I'm hearing, now I don't know how much of this is actually verified, how much is just hearsay, but from what I'm hearing, the the weapon loadouts are still pretty much going to be the same for multiplayer, but I believe that active damage boost is going to be gone from all weapons, which is nice, and in my opinion. I do use active reloads to get damage boost in a lot of situations, but the main reason I do that is so that I can still compete against the other people who are also doing the same thing. I don't like to rely on extra damage to win fights. I would rather rely on skill. Um, and the same thing with the rifles. So if the active damage boost is gone, then none of the rifles will be as dangerous. Not to mention, I'm also hearing that stopping power is going to be gone, which, in theory, should be amazing. There will be no more. Say, say you've got your shotgun out, and you're on a cover, like a corner of cover or something, and someone comes up with even just a regular Lancer. Sometimes that can be the worst. The retro can be much worse in a lot of scenarios. But anyways, they come up with a regular Lancer and say they come out wide, 6-7 feet or so from the cover that you're on, and they shoot while they're circling around it, and so it's almost like they start shooting before the bullets are even actually hitting you, and they start coming around the corner. Well, the thing is you have two options, and either of which you will die, and it just seems like there shouldn't be scenarios like that. You can, come off the cover and try to push them directly, And what will happen is if their aim is accurate, the Lancer Fire will stop you in your tracks. You will not be able to get close enough to get damage on them, really. And you'll get down, and then they'll kill you. The other option would be you can hop the cover and try to run. Now, on some maps, there are places where that can be effective, but most of the time you'll hop the cover, go to run, and get stopped in your tracks once again by the stopping power of the rifles. And it just seems like an unfair advantage. And, I just feel like a lot of people use it as a crutch. I feel like when those things are taken away in Judgment, there's going to be a lot of people who in Gears 3 are considered to be very good players. And once you take those crutches away, I feel like in Gears Judgment that they won't be as good. They won't be able to hide behind gimmicky type things. They won't have that crutch anymore. So in that aspect, I'm looking forward to Judgment quite a bit. I'm also looking forward to the overrun mode simply because there's one of Arctic's videos where I believe, I don't want to say word for word because it's been a while since I saw it, but it was something along the lines of that if they packaged Overrun as that's it, just Overrun as its own game, and put it on the shelf for $60, that he would buy it. And to me, that seems like it holds quite a bit of weight. And if it's really that good, then I'm that much more excited for it. I think that it could be a lot of fun, and it's something different to throw into the Gears in this thing. So, hopefully it works out great, and people can have a lot of fun playing it. And now, on another note, I haven't heard anything about this, and I really wish I would. But maybe you guys can tell me what you think about this idea too. I know I've talked about it with a lot of my friends, but what if they put a true skill ranking system in Gears of War Judgment? Or at least in the ranked style playlist, a true skill ranking system, similar to like how Halo 3 was. I don't know if you played it or if you remember, but if you went into the ranked playlist, your rank was separate from the social or quick or whatever it was they called it, but it was a separate ranking system. And, it was a true skill, which meant you had to win matches in order to rank up. And when you lost matches, your rank would go back down. And, things like that. And I think that would be very nice in Gears of War Judgment. Mainly because you wouldn't play against players that you're not on par with to play against, This would be better for newer players as well. They wouldn't have to play the best of the best and end up hating the game. And then the veteran players would get the competition that they love and wouldn't have to complain about bad kids all the time, I think it would be a win-win for both sides in that aspect. But, we'll see. I don't really see it happening. Mainly because they've never done it before, and it seems like with shooters nowadays, the popular system is the prestige type systems, and you just play the game a lot and you rank up and you're supposed to feel good about it, I guess. But we'll see what they do. I just hope that overall it'll be a good game. But anyways, I wanted to post this video just mainly because, and I was gonna try to talk about teamwork with it and things like that, but the main thing I wanted anyone who watches to take from this video is that really, just good communication, and we stuck together. We called things out. Even, like, say, if I died, I was immediately ghost camming and letting my teammates know where everyone was, what weapon they were holding, what character model it was that was holding that weapon, and if any changes were made on the playing field, my teammates were informed about that. And vice versa. If one of my teammates were dead and I was still alive, I was getting constant feeds of where the enemy was and what they were doing, what weapon, all of that. And that's very important in these types of situations. And also I posted it because, like I said, when our random backed out, before the match even started, I felt like, oh god, we've already lost this match. There's no way we're going to be a party of 5 with only 4 of us. We won't be able to outplay them because, they've got that extra communication, extra team member thing. But, we got through it, and It was a lot of fun. I was really happy when we won it, and I also get MVP, so I figured it would be a good video to post on this type of subject. But and also don't get mad. You know, we lost 2 rounds, and some of it was mistakes, and just that or the other, maybe a bad call or something like that. But you can't get frustrated in these types of situations because as soon as you do, everything falls apart. But luckily, we did not do that. We actually just had a lot of fun with it. You know, we lost the first round, and I don't remember what I said, but I remember I think it was my friend Infamous. He made the statement, um, something along the lines. We lost the first round, and then we won the second round, and after that, he made the statement that that they weren't going to win the match at all. And I kind of thought about it for like 2 seconds, and I was like, you know what, you're right. You know, like let's do this. You know, let's get serious, and let's just crack down and beat these guys. You know. And we did, and I felt amazing about it, and I was like, I gotta post this video and talk about what I can with it. But you know, hopefully, if you're ever in this situation, say you're playing with 2 or 3 friends and you're in ranked execution, you know, one of your guys backs out, or maybe even if you're in quick match or whatever, and you find a party of 5, which is rare, but it does happen, and you've got a body to you. You know, just keep in mind, you just got to slow it down and pay attention. Talk to the people on your team. You know, if you're not in there with friends, then get on game chat and talk with them. You know, let them know what's going on and try your best. But this has been another ride in the SwAyves, guys. Have a good one, and I'll talk to you next time.